What's up, YouTube? It's NasMan72 coming at you from the hashtag that is South. Man, I got an itchy ear right there. Oh, man. Breaking news from today. PSA being led by Nate Turner Investments groups involved with it, multi-level investments groups, buying out all the common shares available with PSA, and they're going private. My understanding is Phil Orlando will be staying on. Not really sure what his role will be yet. Haven't looked at it. There is a video out that I've watched with Filmington and Cardi-C, which is very, very good. As soon as I'm done doing this live session, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna put a link in it. So y'all go check out Filmington. Him and Cardi-C did an excellent in-depth video on this topic, but I wanted to put something out. And what does that mean? What's up, Colorado Rock? How you doing? With PSA going private, it's going to be a large amount of money coming in. We already know, and I'm going to link also. Cardi-C's done. He's been almost an investigative reporter on this PSA stuff. So he's very knowledgeable. His real world experience has to do with business and accounting and all that kind of stuff. So he knows what he's talking about. But he's done another video where the silent investor, which I've put a link in another video. But you need to go over and check his channel out and watch it to be informed and what these changes can mean for the hobby, because it's going to happen. There's going to be some changes. There's going to be a big influx of money coming into PSA. We already know that they're already wanting to initiate robotics into the process, whether that's in the mail room, whether that's transporting slabs from the mail room to graders, to even grading. We know that's coming. It's just it's going to be an amount of time when cards are graded. So you're not going to see anything here, within the first couple of months or whenever. I think this deal's set to ink the paper, everything be signed, sealed, delivered, walking out the door early spring of next year. But with Nate Turner being at the lead, he is a huge hobbyist within the sports card community. So that's very good. With that, I know Alta Fox has been wanting to get something done, but with the board being the board at PSA, not wanting to change. So it looks like, in my opinion, from everything that I've researched and looked at, it's going to be, I think PSA is going to go in the direction of robotics, the way they authenticate their coins and currency program. Look over at Collection World and check that out, what they do, because it's all automated over there. So robotics is the way of the future. It's going to happen. I think this is the way it's going to happen. My only concern with this is it's going to be a two-edged sword. I'm going to be, in my opinion, because right now PSA's stating that they've got a 1 million card backlog. Well, that's like having money in escrow that they can use to help them out if things got a pinch. They still got product coming in that's going to be paid for. But if they go robotics and it speeds things up, what's going to happen when those 1 million cards hit the market is within the hobby, PSA cards, and that's what we're sticking to. PSA cards, 10s are getting scarcer and scarcer, which is causing the cost of those to rise. And even it's rippling. It's going to be the ripple down effect down to the PSA 9s. I honestly think the 8.5s and 8s are going to be involved in this. But you know, when 1 million cards get caught up from robotics, where's the value? Where's the value of the card? You know, everybody's slabbing raw cards, you know, for the longest time. And if you go back and watch Nolan, just Elite Code 3 just did a video of a 500 PSA submission he just got back. And a lot of that is junk wax, where the value of the card doesn't meet the cost of getting it slabbed. So where does that leave PSA? I think that's leaving PSA to being a high-end grading company only. I think that's going to open the door for competition. I think that's going to help SGC. I think that's going to help GMA. And is it CNC, I think, is with comics that's getting into sports cards. I think that's the direction you're going to see more of that. The values of those slabs are going to have to go up because it's going to be a market reaction. When not everybody can eat caviar, you know, not everybody can Dom Perignon champagne. You got people that are, you know, eating at this nice steakhouse, Ruth Crisp every now and again, or Longhorn, but you're not going to get, you know, but you still got the vast majority of people eating fast food and Subway. Relate that to the hobby. It's because of pricing. Yep. And then this is a good one too here. If they're smart, they'd create regional submissions. They're going to get rid of. I'm watching Filmington and Cardi-C. Cardi-C put out a very good point, and I agree with them 100%. Is until robotics is taking grading, it's going to happen. It's just like in the car manufacturing business. What, 95% of car manufacturing is automated robots. It's not persons anymore. So I think that's what's going to happen in the sports card slab business because of overhead. It's an upfront cost with robotics, but long term, it's cheaper to have a robot doing the work of a person, because then you're not paying salary, you're not paying benefits, you're not having to pay, you know, Social Security for these people if it still exists. You know, at that point, you know, people got their arguments on that. But, you know, automation is coming to slabbing, and PSA is going to take the lead on it. And what's the ripple down effect's going to be on that? I don't know. Yep, rise of the machines. Look out. You know, it's there, and it's going to happen. And what I'm afraid of is the value of your PSA slabs could potentially go down. They could potentially go up as well if the robot grading, robotics, electronic grading takes that. But what I was saying was Cardi-C made a point of there'll be a dual service. Cardi, if you watch this, totally impressed. Said you could have two services. One would be cheaper for the electronic robot grading, or a higher premium rate by a person grading it. But what's that going to do on pricing of the slab? Is there going to be are they going to have to start indicating what got slabbed? Is it a different color? So, I mean, it's how are people going to feel about that? Because right now people are paying for PSA label. They ain't paying for a card. Let's be quite honest. You know, I just, Amazon. I've been in an Amazon facility, and they use people and robots. Robots move product, and that's what I was kind of talking about. Maybe moving the product from the warehouse to the grader on these robots, mail delivery systems. You know, Amazon does that. Amazon uses people to pull a lot of products still, or to do inventory checks. So there's still a good number of people working in warehouses at Amazon, but it's easily 50-50, easy automation and people. Let's see. On-site grading, then like a card shows how to be honest, I really don't know. Will that be the premium service? You know, I think anything doing with a person is going to cost you more, whether that's at a show or you mailing it in. If it's going to cost you more, does the value of that card increase? You know, so it's going to be interesting on how this happens. It's my understanding that the group that Nate Turner is leading on this. Phil Orlando is staying with PSA, by the way. So he's I guess he's got enough sway where they're not getting rid of him. I will say this, one little bit I've seen in the last couple of months, it's like things have come out where Phil Orlando's tried to get some innovations going and moving, but the board of directors over there for the parent, I mean, they are horrible. They're a bunch of old people that probably don't even collect baseball cards or sports cards or anything like that. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I mean, I keep saying that, but it is. I'm just kind of dumbfounded. I think it's great if you're holding stock, if you're holding the common stock. And I'm kind of interested because I was reading their financial disclosures, which will no longer be public. It'll all be private. So you're not going to know how much stock Phil's cashed in, or some of these board members or executives has cashed in. Y'all go look that up. That's interesting. Here in the last couple of months, how much stock's been cashed out on that. So it's interesting to know. But it's my understanding, I think Filmington said on his video, I think stock was like 72 or 73 at close of business on Friday. And so they're going to give that, there'll be that price. I think $75 was an agreed price point, and they're going to do 30% on top of that. So it's going to be interesting. And that's when I should tag this. Interesting. I need to put that back on my thumbnail when I put that on here. Isn't that interesting? So Phil Orlando's staying. So I'm not real sure about that. Let's see. Chili's in here. No PSA to devil. PSA is, if you're flipping everybody, I mean, you've said it, we've said it. I mean, it is what it is. PSA, if you're flipping cards and wanting to make as much money as you can, PSA is the way to go. There ain't no doubt. SGC, Achilles heel, got him. I think it's a smart move that they pretty much said stop sending us stuff so we can get caught up. So once they get caught up, because their way that they were competition to PSA was the turnaround time. And before the COVID hit, SGC prices were very, very competitive. I'll even go out there to say, even now, I would say SGC is number 2. PSA is number 1. SGC is number 2. And Beckett's 3. Because Beckett, you don't know when that shit's coming back. But that's the news that I got. I'm gonna sign off. I got work to do. It's the end of the month. I'm gonna be working up till midnight tonight. So, like I said, PSA, they're going private. Ink to paper is coming down after the first year, is my understanding. I could be wrong. I am going to put a link for Filmington and Cardi-C's video today. Is very good. Y'all need to go back and watch that. And if you're not subscribing, please hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button for me. I'm doing the giveaway for various levels. Also, I'm doing a giveaway on my Instagram. Natsman72 on IG is an Amazon gift card. when I get 500 followers. And then the same thing's going on YouTube, but it's cards at different levels. So, hey, thank you. Remember the great sports cards. And thank you also, everybody, in the last couple of days that's been hitting the subscribe button. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I was just trying to get a personal goal, trying to get up there, because I saw that there is a platform. It's called Social Blade. So looked on there, and you can put YouTube channels in there, and it projects everything. So I looked at that, and it said it was going to be a year and a half before I got 500 subscribers, which I kind of joked about anyway. But thank you. I hope y'all have a great week. Remember, keep your head up, eyes up, head on swivel. Deuces. #DirtySouth. I'm out.